Down on the belly, something many people have on their to-do list, no matter what season it is. In fact, it's a little easier to work out outdoors with the cooler weather coming for at least a while. So, talking about new workout routines here and perhaps some new diet ideas as well. So we're going to focus on some recipes, one in particular with our workout guru and dietitian, sometimes Lisa Lynn. Nice to have you here. We're going to talk about peanut butter bliss balls. There, I said it. Now we're going to get to that later. But you're going to start with something else first.
You know, the difference between me and a dietitian is they just teach you how to eat. They don't necessarily give you specific foods.
Right.
I'm a metabolic expert. We could take the slowest metabolisms and perk them up. So I get a lot of emails. I can't lose weight. I don't know what's wrong.
Right.
Well, I can help you lose a pound a day.
Okay.
So rule number one, ladies, do not skip breakfast. I know how busy school mornings are, so I brought the most practical, disgustingly practical tip. Every woman I know and man on the planet drinks coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Take your protein shake. This is what I refer to as melt fat milk in my book.
Okay.
It's literally 2 scoops of protein powder. Put it in your coffee.
Protein powder and coffee.
Breakfast done.
Come on.
In the car, in a travel mug, because this protein in the whey boosts your metabolism 25%. So what happens is women skip meals and then they justify or they grab carbs. You can't grab carbs. Melt fat milk in your coffee. Don't even take the blender out.
Does it taste funny?
It's delicious.
All right.
You want to taste it?
No, we'll go ahead and
All
do the
right,
other
we'll
stuff.
go on. You want to taste the balls.
We'll do it.
Later.
Mostly it's the balls I'm
so
interested in.
to slim down and lose a pound a day, do not skip breakfast and put the carbs away. What you're doing hasn't been working. You can't keep doing it.
All right, let's talk
next.
about it.
and do not put this in the milk, the coffee rather.
Oh,
Use the melt fat milk. You probably lose 5 pounds in 1 week.
All right, let's move toward the balls.
All right, next. End the head hunger games. What are they?
I don't know.
You've got 10, 15, 20 pounds to lose, and you're like, but I'm starving. No, you're not. And don't get mad at me. I've been 40 pounds overweight, and a little voice clicked in my head when I said, I'm getting black spots, I'm starving. I could have gone 2 weeks without eating, is the truth.
Right.
It's all a head hunger game, and the way to end them is to talk back to it. Tell it to shut up. By the way, there's a chapter in my book on what do I do when I crave, but I brought a very practical, scientific little model of a stomach.
Yes,
you see how tiny that is? If you drank a protein shake, you filled that area. So if you're like, but I'm still hungry.
Right.
No, you're not. Or get help. There are supplements that help with appetite that can suppress it. An apple helps suppress it. Look at how big that fills up the belly. So when people say to me, I need more food, this is why our nation is growing overweight.
Even just a glass of water can help with this,
A glass
right?
of water is usually really what we need. Back in the day when we didn't eat in between meals, we were the lightest and smallest we had ever been. So all of this excess snacking is the snack companies trying to make money off.
Enough of all this. To the balls.
The reality world. We all crave and we want yummy stuff. Including me, I live for this stuff.
Yep.
These are what I refer to as peanut butter bliss balls.
Right.
What makes them totally different is I take this protein powder and I mix it with peanut butter and honey, and that's it. So where most of these balls have carbs and all kind of stuff, this is literally just high quality boost your metabolism protein mixed with a good fat so you're full. But taste one of those balls. They are delicious balls.
I know all of you are waiting for a Saturday Night Live sketch to break out here, and it's just not going to happen, people.
This is what it looks like before they're pretty, by the way. It literally is just a cup. This recipe is in my book. I have the most delicious snack attack foods. 3 of them takes you to about 120 calories.
Okay.
I have to work at not eating all 6, but what I do is I make a batch and I make sure people are around. If I'm lucky, I get 2 or 3 and the rest of the family.
There's the recipe right there. You have the protein powder in there as
Yeah.
well. You love your protein powder.
Well, you know why? It boosts metabolism and it shuts off our hunger valve.
Yep.
Without the protein, we've got nothing buffering our hunger valve. More importantly, blood sugar levels rise. Protein puts a lid on it so they can't keep raising.
Peanut butter is good stuff.
And peanut butter is the
people
other
see the
one.
high fat content peanut butter, they
Well,
get all
I'll be
weird
honest,
about it. But
I'm not a huge fan because if you're licking this, the knife when you're making your kid's sandwich, you could lose 5 pounds in a year. Stopping that, I'm a big fan when you buffer it with protein powder and it's a metered dose. Because if it hits that, like if you're eating clean all day, we all need, I call them peanut butter bliss balls.
She does call them peanut butter bliss balls, and I've enjoyed talking about them and just saying them over and over again.
I have kids, so I make them pretty. This is plain. I put coconut. I'll crush almonds.
The takeaway, not too much peanut butter, but if you do eat it, put them in balls and eat them.
1-inch balls.
Lisa Lynn, ladies and gentlemen, for more